The South African R&B singer and actor Brian Temba has made many excited with this third album of his. He's made a comeback with his latest offering. It's titled, gosh, is it UnABC?
UnABC, yes.
UnABC,
yes.
All right, I'm going to get a meaning for that. Okay, I have a meaning already. It stands for Unapologetic, Unbreakable and Uncensored. UnABC is Brian's first album that is produced in South Africa, as the previous two albums, Something Better, was done in England, and the other one, This Is My Time, in America. Brian's new album is an infusion of R&B, soul, afro-pop, funk, as well as, you're going to help me with this one.
Mbanqanga.
Okay. All right. So talk to me about that. I mean, that sound is,
Yeah.
you rave about this sound, and you just say that it's a very West African sound.
It's a kizomba, because I was first exposed to it from Angola. You know, a friend of mine brought me Angolan CDs and whatever, and I was like, I love this kizomba sound. It's so beautiful, you know. But only to find out that it's actually African. And if you go to Jamaica, it's the same kind of sound that they have. So I infused all of that. But what I did is put mbanqanga guitars on it, which made it. And if you put uhuru on top of it.
It's just, what a mix. I mean, that is amazing.
Definitely.
From this Caribbean African sound. I mean, I think it's going to be amazing. So let's go back to this title, Unapologetic, Unbreakable and Uncensored. Yes. There's a message in there.
There is definitely a message.
Talk to me about this.
And if you see my album cover, actually, it's bronzish gold. With cracks in there. It symbolizes a lot for me, for this album particularly. It symbolizes growth. It symbolizes things that I've been through that, you know, bad things and good things, you know, but I'm still standing. So for me, it's gold goes through fire, you know, before it becomes the gold that we know, the gold that we see in on our chains and everything else. So that's, for me, unapologetic is that. Unapologetic because I've been doing R&B music ever since I've started, you know, my solo career in 2009. I've been doing R&B and I've been unapologetic about my sound. Unbreakable because so many times I've been wanting to quit this industry, you know, because it's hard. It's hard being in this industry and doing the kind of music that I do. You know, it's beautiful music, but again, you need to get it out to people. If you can't get it out to people, then people can't relate to it, can't love it how they should love it, you know, and that's what we independent artists deal with, you know, on a daily. But I'm glad because I've managed to actually stay relevant and stay, you know, in people's lips when they think about R&B music in South Africa.
Which is a big thing. It is a very big thing because you're competing, as much as you're competing with the local artists, you're also competing internationally because, you know, we're flooded with international music as much as, I know we've got policies of 90% and all of that, which is wonderful.
Which is great.
It's out there. It's out there. And
exactly.
There's a lot of competition. And if you haven't got the marketing and the big billboards and the big advertising spend, when you're doing it alone, it is a difficult thing. Why do you do it alone? What makes you go this route? You
know, sometimes it's we become so attached to our music as artists, as producers. I'm an artist, producer, a songwriter. On this album particularly, I've written 90% of the songs. And for me, I feel like it's so close to my heart, and it's hard to give it to somebody else only to earn minimal percentage, you know, after they sign me or after they give me a licensing deal. So for me, it seems unfair, you know, but that's the nature of the industry in any way. But I think what we do, there's a lot of people that have done it, people like Casper Nyovest, and they've done so very well independently. And if he can do it, any artist can do it. You know what I'm saying? And but one thing that I'm passionate about right now is keeping what we have in South Africa and own, like, you know, because most of the record companies are international. They're from the UK or the US or whatever, and everything, the money goes back there. It doesn't stay in this country. So for me, it's like we need to just be patriotic a little bit more and just, you know, stay in this country, keep the money here, you know, if the record company is here, keep it here. You know what I'm saying? But more than anything, we support local artists. Support local artists. It's a big deal. I mean, you know what's so lovely, I think, about your music and the fact that you are unapologetic, and you took some risks in singing Zanele. I mean, you've taken lots of risks, but you know, singing Zanele in vernacular. That's fantastic. You remember we've had that in.
I mean,
but you should hear the new song, this Kizomba song. it's different. It's
Yeah.
something that probably people don't think Brian Temba can do that, you know. And for me, it's just, as a producer, I was challenging myself, and as a writer as well. So for me, I think that's how an artist should be. You should grow. You should change with times, and I've done that with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because at the same time, you still focus on your acting career.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, South
definitely.
Africans know you and love you from Muvhango, and that's, you know, that's where you get into their hearts. Is it difficult for you to differentiate the character from the man and the musician?
No.
No,
Yeah,
not at all.
not really. But you know what? When I'm a musician, I'm a totally different person. When I'm on stage, I'm totally different to Rantumeng on set.
Yeah.
You know. But I love both of them because they're two different characters. The other one is calm. The other one is grown up. You know. The other one is fun and you know, a performer and funny on stage as well.
Yeah. Well, your album is about love. A lot
Yeah.
of your songs are about love. You sing about love. You basically you symbolize love. Talk to me about your love life.
My love life is great.
It's all good.
Actually, yes. It's awesome. There's a couple of songs that I've written on the album, you know, because of what I'm going through in my personal life right now. You know, love and whatever. And I think there's a song on my album called Grateful. And Grateful is about being grateful to people like you, particularly. People that you've been around for a long time, looking at my career.
Yeah.
There are people that have supported my career for so long. My parents, my sister, you know. So I wrote Grateful, you know, with everybody else in mind that have been around my career and my life generally.
Oh, it's a beautiful place to be in life, where you're giving
Yeah.
thanks for everything you've gotten. Brian, thank you for being with us. So I know that the album already is online, so you're able to get it and download it digitally, but next month it'll be available.
Next month it will be available on physical, and I'm actually, for the first time, I'm embarking on a tour.
Oh, good.
Yes,
Awesome.
for the first time.
So how can we find out about the tour?
On my website, www.briantembaworld.com.
Yeah.
And all my social medias at Brian Temba. But that's, you know, for the first time, it's rare that artists do tours.
Yeah.
You know, but I think for the first time I'm thinking, you know what? This album actually deserves to be heard around the country, if not around the world.
Fantastic. Well, all the very best. Thank you for visiting us here on Morning Live. It really is a pleasure seeing you. He brings such a great vibe into studio. Brian Temba, new album out, Unapologetic, Unbreakable and Uncensored, or just UnABC. Available now. Download it or get your copy next month. All right, let's take a quick break. You're going to hear from Brian in a short while, but we just got to get you the news as well.